Hi guys, back over in Kent for the first time in a long time. I think it's something like 3 years. So I've just been to the old Nissan hut where the Land Rover was for God knows how many years, 15, 20 years. And just going for a walk through the woods just to see what's what. It's a lovely morning, sun shining. And yeah, it's just amazing. You know, living in the city in Germany, it's just mad how quiet it is here. I heard nothing other than maybe the rustle of a fox or a badger or something, or an owl actually during the night. So, and you know, it's just all you can hear is birds. That's quite a big difference to Germany and England, is that you really hear the birds in England. Even in London, I spent the last 3 days in London, and just walking through St James's Park, you can just hear, like, I don't know, nightingales and birds in general. But it's amazing. So it's really cool being back here. Quite surreal, really. And yeah, just having a look around to see what's what. I'll go into the garage, my old garage, at some point soon, and I'll film that as well, show you what's going on in there. But let me just show you the view. I'll turn the camera around. Okay, so this is the Nissan hut where it all began, and that's where the Land Rover was for, as you know, a good long time. So it's full of branches and stuff here. I'm not even going to attempt to open the door, but oh, we can go in. Aha, proof of Land Rover. That's the old battery. And look, parts. Let's have a look. Anything in there? No, empty. Bit dark in here, but it gives you an idea. Full of wood. In fact, that's all kindling I collected about 10 years ago. Excellent. Let's have a look. An old ladder here. But yeah, my dad's old beehives. Parts for the old polytunnel here. A watering system, an irrigation system. Some old windows. And here's some old wood that I collected. And more beehives. So it's still watertight though, which is pretty impressive. Okay, so if you're talking about barn finds, this is not exactly a barn find because I know it's there, but it's actually my sister's, I think, 1973 1.3 VW Beetle. And it's been here for, I'm trying to think, maybe 12 years, something like that. 12, maybe 15 years. So she drove it in here. For storage because she moved to Australia. But yeah, it's been here for a while. It would be quite a cool car to get going, to be honest. See if I can cover it up a little bit more. But you see, not too bad. I don't think they're particularly valuable, these cars, at the moment, but I'm sure, like all classic cars, they'll become more so. Maybe that's a project for the future. Okay, so I found a whole bunch of cool stuff when I was rummaging around the cupboards in my old bedroom, actually, in Kent. First of all, I found a whole load of invoices which belong to the Land Rover restoration. I thought I'd actually got them all. Basically, what I've done is I've put them all together in that folder there, and that's pretty much all of the invoices there, or at least I thought. And I still haven't done a total here for the cost of the restoration, so I'm gonna have to do that at some time. But there's a whole bunch more there, so I've got to add all those up and put that against the total as well. But some other stuff that I found,
There's a very cool offer for a Kenlo fan, an electric Kenlo fan. So they wrote to me very formally, very, here. Dear sir, thank you for inquiring about the Kenlo thermoelectric engine cooling fan for your Land Rover Series 3 2.25 petrol. And then it goes on to explain everything about it. But the offer is really in detail. That was what it cost back in, focus, 21st of April 1995. And look at the quality of the paper as well, it's fantastic. And then it just includes everything down to the installation and also a catalogue. So pretty much everything there in the cars that it goes in and stuff. So I thought I'd bring that back and I'll add that to the folder. But otherwise, I just posted it on Instagram. There's an original Paddock, well, back then it was called Paddock Motors, now it's called Paddock Spares. So this is one of their really early catalogues, also from 95, mainly for tyres actually. And yeah, you can see the prices there of the tyres, which is going back, crikey, 27 years, which is amazing. And they've got also like a jack in there. There was a magazine which is actually missing its cover, but I'm guessing a lot of you know these things. You probably had these things just like me stacked up against your Land Rover Owner International magazines. I've still got a huge pile of those somewhere back home. And what else did I find? I also found this, which is quite interesting. It was an Austin Healey Club like magazine or booklet from June 1979. So I didn't realise I had that. I also found a letter from Warwick 4x4. So when I was looking at buying my Land Rover back in the day, I looked at a few places which would, which used to restore them, and Warwick 4x4 came up. I don't actually know if they still exist. So yeah, it'd be worth checking out. But the pièce de résistance, and this is the thing that I had on my pinboard on my wall. I've also got a huge poster of this, like any teenager in the 80s, I guess, and 90s, Lamborghini Countach. So fantastic. But yeah, it still goes to show, even after all of these years and having moved over to Germany, the stuff that's still lurking in cupboards and at the bottom of boxes. I'm still yet to find the picture which concludes the video I'm making at the moment, called Dent Review for the Land Rover, which shows the Land Rover with a dent in it. I was rather hoping I'd find that when I went back to the UK this time, but I still didn't find it. Okay, so there's one last thing that I found sitting on a shelf covered in dust, is my granddad's old AA badge. And I just thought it's so cool. Look how ornate it is. You know, it's made up of, I don't know, 17 bits, a casting and coloured plate metal. It's very cool. These aren't that rare, but I just thought it was so cool. He used to have it on his, it might have been, oh, I don't know whether it was on the Sprite or not, but a number of cars it was on, and I've seen it in old photographs. And this down here, this number, helps you determine how old it is. So it's not the membership number of the individual. It's actually just a code for the date. And if I did actually look it up the other day when I was over there, it's something like between 1961 and 1963. So it's pretty old. So I thought it would be the perfect addition for the Land Rover. So I thought about taking it apart and cleaning it up, but then I thought, nah, I think it's even cooler just to leave it like that, because actually, as you all know, my Land Rover is not the shiniest, so I think that would fit in quite well. So yeah, very pleased with that.